lonely nights of quieter changes, she has listened to the screams coming from the shore of land, and the light of a maidenly candle was blown by the wind coming from the scamper of Hades' black horses. Possessing the mother's voice, she has told Demeter about the crime. After that, she could no longer watch the grass grow green and the flowers' bright colors glow during the evening, because the matriarch was longer her child's death in marriage with deepness, so she couldn't bring the wild wind along the cornfields, but contemplate the moon shining among the thick clouds. Observed Earth from her haughty position as a crone, and found there were no more certainties but death. Even though she was a goddess, she could feel her body perishing, slowly, as the moon ceases in darkness and the earth covers the sunlight. And during her vast experience as a being, she could see, feel, and realize that this was the only thing she could hold on. She observed as the animals were born and suffered to learn how to fly, walk, and hunt. Then they became the prey or tool and finally finished this cycle of certainty. But watching this was too painful for her. Knowing too much was a burden, and living so long to see that repeated over and over with no capacity to change this morbid fate, turning Hecate into a sorrowful mistress. Living to die and knowing that. People create symbols, make up stories and art, and try to forget that someday they will get sick and old, that they will lose their loved ones. Death is certain, death is inevitable, death is the only certainty, but I could realize that even death wasn't that certain anyway. People don't know when, how, and where they will die, and what happens next. They just know that they will die because there are other people to live their death. Was surprisingly frightening for the goddess. From her pale eyes, a teardrop fell on earth. Even the gods fear death, as she faces Demeter suffering from Persephone's descent